Today I'm going to react to your favourite rides at Water Country USA. So starting off our video with a big one, it seems like. You guys have picked Big Daddy Falls, and you may have thought when I said big one that I meant that this side will be insane, but we are not there yet. It is just a family raft side. But what makes these so different from the rest is that you can share those reactions. So if it is an intense family raft side, in which we will be seeing later on, those reactions will be screaming all the time. But if you're on one like Big Daddy Falls, you'll be able to share those laughs, those happy memories, and all of that stuff as you twist and turn your way down the side through some awesome forest, it seems like, all before you make your way down to the bottom and into that final splashdown. Even so, if Big Daddy Falls was a little too normal water park for you, and instead you would rather something a bit more Busch Gardens water park level, well then look no further than our next attraction, Aquazoid Amped, because this side is so different. I mean, do not get me wrong, you will begin this adventure on the exact same sort of raft, and you will be sharing those reactions as you twist and turn through the tube, although it's that tube that makes it so much different, because along your way down through the many twists and turns, you unfortunately will not be seeing the outside and all of that forestry, but what you will be seeing, however, is some multicoloured disco lights which you can get your boogie onto, some circular lights which is a bit hypnotic actually, all before you then see nothing. Yeah, the part of this ride you will go through nothingness, before then coming out of the end once again with a splash. So yeah, with the last few sides, I really think it depended on whether you'd rather be in the open air or in the enclosed, and whether you'd rather a more common sort of side or a totally insane one. Although let's also say, for example, that you are in a group of two, and the issue of being in a group of two and going on those family raft sides is that when you do go on them, you may be grouped with another person, which may not be that bad, but if you're screaming the whole way down, you may not want to see them see it as well. And that is when our next attraction, Wild Thang, comes in, because on this side, you'll be doing the same sort of thing as the first one, in fact, twisting and turning around an open area, very slowly actually, going through a few tubes and all of that sort of stuff, basically like your normal side. The difference is, however, on this one, you will not be going in a family raft compared to a two-person straight one, meaning two things. One, you'll not be put with another group even if you're on your own, and two, even if you go in a pair, with you not facing into one another, rather both straight forward. If you're at the back, you can scream the whole way down. And you guessed it, like the last two, these ones come in pairs too, with our next attraction, Malibu Pipeline, once again being a two-person raft side, but once again having a little bit more than the last one. And I'm not only talking about the tube this time though, amongst it being amazing, with it pretty much being pitch black the entire way down, but also the two outdoor sections too are a lot more thrilling, with it building up a lot more speed, bouncing down more drops, and especially at the end, you having one giant bump into the water where you will go, whoa, that's much better. Okay, we've had the family raft sides, we've had the two-person raft sides, what are we missing? Oh yes, the six-person ones. Just joking, well, that wasn't really a joke, was it? But anyway, our next attraction is the one-person raft side, so if you have no one to ride with, because they're probably too scared, you can now race down all of this on your own. However, riding on your own also comes with a lot of perks. For example, once you make your way to the top, you will not have a choice out of one side, not even two, but four different sides, all consisting of the same sort of thing, but it's really fun to have multiple options. And then once you decided which one of the four you're going on, once again, they are all amazing. You'll be able to experience the same fun as the last ones. The difference is though, is that with it just being you, you will build a lot more speed. So by the time you get to the bottom, you'll be screaming. But that doesn't matter, because you're on a one-person raft. As much as you can now have a water park without sharing all of those reactions with one another, you cannot have a water park either without turning those friends into frenemies with our next attraction, Nitro Racer. This is the park's water racer side, and no matter whether you are riding to become the Nitro Racer champion or just to enjoy the side down, it has got something for everyone. Because once you have grabbed your mat, no dinghy this time, and then lie down on your front, yes, on this side right here, you will not be going on a dinghy nor on your body, but in fact on your front on a mat. So no lifeguard can tell you off this time for going down forwards. You will drop, bounce, drop, bounce, drop, bounce before coming out of the end with all that water on your face, because once again you are going down forwards where you will see who is the champion and who took a more leisurely side down. That's normally me. Here we now are. It is now time for the thrill rise. This is Colossal Curl, the park's insane hybrid water side. And you may be wondering right now, Tom, what is an insane hybrid water side? Well, I hope you know what insane and water sides are, but what you may not know is the hybrid part. And that is because it will have not one, but two different elements. And with this being a family raft side, the two elements have to be the giant funnel section and the giant wall. So you basically get two sides in one. But one quick tip before we move on, because I don't think I need to talk about how intense the wall is. If you are going to go on a side and don't know whether the family side is Big Daddy level or Colossus level, and you don't want to ruin it for yourself by watching all the POVs, well, just look at the raft, because if it's a circular raft with a giant middle, that means it's normally okay, but if it's got individual holes, the reason for that is because you're likely to fall out. Oh, I'm sorry, is that still not scary enough for you? Well, if the answer is yes, then look no further than our next attraction, Vanish Point. Because as you can most likely guess by the name Vanish Point, on this side you will be vanishing out of thin air. Quite literally, because once you make your way up the stairs, and I'm not going to ruin it for you just now, but you'll see what's ahead, you will basically stand in a pod, cross your arms and stand for what feels like an eternity. All before that door underneath you, yeah, the trapdoor one, will drop, and out of nowhere you will drop through a tube past the queue line which has the window, so make sure to wave as you're going down, twisting through a series of tubes at an incredibly fast pace, all before coming out of the air once again. This time though, instead of going, oh I wish I can do it again, you'll go, that was a one-time wonder. One side you will want to do again though is Riptide Race, because the thing about our last racer side, whilst it was amazing if you're not in a group of 6, which, let's be honest, you not normally are, racing down 6 or 4 or even 2 sometimes is not very different. But with our next attraction, they've limited down the numbers but made the racer side a whole lot cooler. As this time you will not be turning 5 of your friends into frenemies, rather just 2 of them and making one of them still your friend, as you then board a tube with the other person and race down a series of twists and turns, some quite big drops, but my favourite bit is when you rejoin with one another and you can see where you are in the race, well hopefully you can anyway, otherwise someone is very far ahead or someone's very far behind, where you can wave to your competitors or do the angry fist, making, as far as I am concerned, this side right here the best of the racer sides as well as the 2-person raft ones. Comment down below though, do you think you are more of a 6-person racer or a 2-person racer, and do you think you'll become the champion? Now for anyone who does not know, this water park is Busch Gardens Williamsburg's water park, and so you'll get the Busch Gardens Williamsburg sort of sides, but also the sort of coasters too. As this right here is a water coaster, and for anyone who has not done one of these before, well, hold on tight, because this will not just take you around the side elements, such as the twists and turns, but the coaster ones too, with before you even begin this adventure, you board a coaster raft sort of thing, with you all staggered backwards in your own seats. Yet what makes it so much like a coaster is that you will be going uphill too. Yes, you heard me right. This side will take you uphill. Thank you all for watching. Bye bye.